Holy smokes. Hello, welcome to Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. I'm Heather. Hi, Teresa. Teresa's driving, and my dogs. Oh my gosh, I'm giving some compost to a neighbor right now. So my son's out helping do that, and so the dogs are going nuts. It's crazy. Hi, Natasha. How are you? So today I was going to talk about jellies and all the things that you can make with jellies and maybe look at some different herbs and what they're good for. And we can talk about whatever random stuff you want. So, should we get started? Hi, Jamie. Welcome in. So, jellies. Jellies are just like, I want to say like what's the right word? Liquid. So what you do is you take like your petals from, let's say, lavender, your lavender flowers, and you boil them. It's a tea. That's what it basically is. You can drink it as a tea, but then you strain all the particles out, and then the liquid left over is what you use to make the jellies. So it's pretty easy. There's quite a lot of stuff that you can make jellies out of. Um, you can do lavender, you can do all kinds of stuff, right? Dandelions, sunflower petals. Those are really delicious in a jelly. Um, just anything. There's a lot of stuff. Just look it up, make sure it's edible. And then the recipes are always pretty much the same. So if you have a like a ball preserving guide, you'll go in your book. I didn't even pre-look this up, what page it was on. Um, you'll want to follow the jelly recipe in here for what quantities and stuff like that you'll, like how much liquid. Thank you so much. So you'll want to make sure that your flours or whatever you're using to do jellies are clean before you use them. And I like to do like a low sugar because I feel like then you'll get more benefits out of the flour that you use while you're making your jelly. Like this one here, look at how dark that is. This is an elderberry. So I'll do like a low sugar recipe. And then pomegranate, it's hard to see the real color, but it's really pretty. So you can do all kinds of things to make jellies, and jellies aren't only, hi Gail, welcome in. You don't necessarily just have to use jelly on a PB&J, right? You can use it for toast. You can use it to put on tortillas, crackers, marinate chicken. You could even use it to mix into salads and stuff like that. So it's very versatile in that way. Or you can just eat it. Um, let's see. I'm trying to see where the recipe is. There's apple butters. I'm looking to see where the jelly. I'm trying to get to it in the book. Sorry. Okay. So for most all of the recipes, you're going to need, depending upon what it is, like currant jelly is 5 cups of red currants. But most of them are 4 cups. And so like when I do the um, like the dandelion jelly. I'm going to be doing some lilac jelly. You'll use 4 cups, and then I'll use a low sugar. Yeah, and pancakes. Low sugar pectin. So that way, you're not having as much sugar. A little gnat or something. Anyways, so yeah, you can use them for a lot of stuff, marinating meats and stuff like that. And you guys have any other ideas of things that you can use jellies for that aren't like a normal jelly use? Hi, Nanny Tam. Welcome in. We're just talking about jellies and all the different like flours and things that you can um, make jellies with. So I've done lavender, lilac, trumpet vine, the trumpet flowers. Um, what else? Um, Clover, elderberry, sunflower petals. I think I've said that. All kinds of stuff. So just make sure that they're edible. And a lot of flowers that you see growing are also medicinal. So look into that and do your research on that. Um, I think it's good. Like if you can find, I do a lot of looking at like the thrift stores, garage sales, and stuff like that for herb books because they're less expensive unless there's one I really, really think I need. But I'm always constantly looking on shelves for herb books because not all of the books have in them a list of the herbs that you're trying to. Hello. Yeah. Yep. That's good too on cream cheese. Definitely. Um, you can also get a book that's called Edible Wild Plants for your area that you live in. Then that way you can better understand, you know, like this book I got, this is for my area, but let me see if I can find something like bamboo, for instance. Bamboo takes over, by the way. You can eat young bamboos, but this book has like, what not to do, what you can do, what parts are edible, what other uses you can use them for, where they grow, and all that kind of stuff. But so if you can pick up different edible and herbal books, it's good because you don't know, like plantain, if you're out um, on a hike or a walk or something like that, and you get stung by some nettle or something. What do you do? Like, what can you grab that you don't have like in your bag or whatever to help ease the stinging while you get to your car or whatever, right? So plantain is a good one to start recognizing. There's two that I know in North America. Hi, Life in the Piedmont, welcome in. There's two different plantains that we have here. And from what I've been told, one is native and another one is European, and one's a longer, narrower plantain petal on the plant. And then the other one's like a more round plantain. My area is problematic when it comes to foraging useful plants. How come? Why is that? But yeah, so getting a lot of different books um, and learning different things you can make with using those herbs for teas. Um, like another one that I discovered is the sticky vine that trails and grows in a lot of our plants, at least in my area. It's called cleaver, and you can actually take, if you pull it up, if you take it, you can stick it and it sticks on your clothes. Well, it's called cleaver, and a lot of the books don't have cleaver, but it's good. You can dry it out and use it as tea. So, and a lot of these things you can also put into um, for instance, like dandelions, you can take a jar and fill the jar halfway to three quarters full of dried dandelions, and then put like extra virgin olive oil on there and let it sit for like 4 to 8 weeks, and then strain all the bits out of it. And then now that olive oil is infused with all that dandelion goodness, and if you take just a dab of that olive oil after you've strained it out, and put it on your skin, it feels so good, and it doesn't leave it oily. It feels really good. But you can do a lot of things like that. You can do tinctures, which is adding alcohol and then leaving it for more invasive. Many imported and many native plants are edible to humans. Even our native water lilies are not edible. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, that's hard. So you have to be really careful going through your area. hmm And there's certain times like cat tails and stuff like that. There's parts of cat tails that are edible and also medicinal. So that's something that, to look into. Wow. Huh. Where are you located? I'm curious to know where you're at. But yeah, going to whatever garage sales, thrift stores, um, estate sales and stuff like that, just look through the books for books that you want, whether it's herbal or gardening or whatnot. Hi, our treasured home. Welcome in. We're just talking about we were talking about jellies and all the different flowers and things like that that you can look at trying to make jellies with, and then also now we're talking kind of about books and herbal books and stuff like that. Do any of you have any herbal books or favorite books that you like um, to use? But yeah, so I just, you know, collect about a bunch of books. So I've got this edible, the complete guide to edible wild plants, but this is more for my area, the Pacific Northwest, near Fort Lauderdale, Florida. They're cattails, but getting to them is an adventure. Oh yeah. You have crocodiles over there in your part? My dad lives in Florida. And then I have this one I picked up for, I don't know, maybe a couple dollars somewhere. But I just try to collect a bunch of them because each one of them may or may not have the information I'm looking at. Um, and some of them have a little more or a little less information. Oh, you have the first one that I held up, the edible one? This one? Yeah. It's really neat. When I look at books, I kind of flip through them and I want to see like a drawing or a photograph of a plant, and then I want to know like it to me it's kind of interesting like this autumn crocus. Oh my gosh, you can't even see. Zoop. Oh, the next one, this one. Um It has a history on it, and it says the ancient Greeks and Romans knew the powers of this plant. So that's kind of cool to know, like the history of where, some of these things or how long some of these things have been used. I really need books on my shelf about foraging. I have apps on my phone, but I would like to hold it in my. Yeah, me too. I like to be able to flip through it because when like you have something on your phone and you're flipping scrolling, you have to keep scrolling back and forth until you get to what you want. And I don't like that. So, yeah. And then let's see. I'm just kind of looking. I found this book somewhere for a couple of bucks, like brand new. Somebody ordered it and I like it. This book has really great information. It has a whole long myth and magical read, so you can like read into like what they use some of the stuff for. Um, I don't know. And then like the natives and different stuff about just where the plants come from or where they've been used. Yeah, exactly. So getting your books on whatever you want, like butchering. If you have or haven't butchered, get a good book. Let's see. I bet a million. Could I ask your name? Oh. Hi, Mountain Grandma. Thanks for being here. But yeah, getting books on like, if you want to be, or think you may be doing butchering, get a good book that is very detailed that you can understand. You know, that's the thing about these books is make sure that it's something that you can understand and that makes sense for you, you know. And as you keep reading and learning more about different subjects, your knowledge gets a little bit stronger. So your vocabulary and stuff like that for what they're talking about the subjects gets a little easier, a little more able to understand. So, but yeah, this book is really nice. So keep looking for whatever books you want, um, that you think you need to add to your library. And you don't have to like feel guilty about not reading the whole book. A lot of my books, I skim through and go to the parts that I want. So here's a nice, I don't even know where I got this one, National Geographic book. Ooh, there's something in there. But this one has a big thing on calendula. Calendula is also a good one to make a jelly out of, or a salve, or it helps pest control as well. So that's a good plant to have in your garden if you can. Yeah, it's a nice book. And then I've got, like some of your older books, like this one's not an older book, but this is The Lost Ways, and it covers all kinds of different things on like pioneers and just all kinds of things like cooking things and preserving things, um, resin, medicine, you know. So books like that are really neat to look at, and don't feel overwhelmed if you haven't like gotten into, a certain topic too much and you don't know a whole lot about it. It's fine. Just take it step by step and look at the things that you have questions about. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think if you look online, sometimes like on a local forum, like in your town or state or county or um, whatever that is. Hi, Lake Files. Thank you for being here. If you look on those forums, sometimes you can find people selling them, but like I think estate sales are really great, and the garage sales, I think a lot of people don't typically know what they have when they're doing garage sales and stuff like that, because you wouldn't find my books in my garage sale. Here's this book, Foods That Harm, Foods That Heal. Got it for $1, brand new, right? I'm a bargain shopper. But, just books that you want to skim through, and then if you look at the table of contents, you can flip to something you want to know more about. This has a lot of information on, it's alphabetical. This is kind of cool, about acne and stuff like that. Listening while making lunch. Ooh, what are you having for lunch? Hi, Watt Life. Welcome in. If you guys all haven't checked out each other's channels, please do that. Everybody has lots of great information, and it might inspire you for something that you want to do or work on. Lake Files does a lot of planting and gardening. She's really good at growing garden foods. And let's see, Watt's Life has some amazing gardens. Jamie does too. Nanny Tam does too. Like everybody, Mountain Grandma does. Like we all have um, different areas we're planting in, different things we're planting, and we all need to learn from each other, right? This one's like about juicing, the fad of the 90s. Oh my gosh. So I don't know, it's fun. And then so you can look at the table of contents. Like sometimes I hear somebody talk about something, and then I'll have to look and see if I can find some more information. Of course, I'll go, online. I definitely think so. Okay. When I was in school way long ago, when we had to when we'd go to the library and you had to learn how to use like different ways of doing your book report and they'd always say, "Oh, you have to have a magazine, a book, um, like 3 or 4 different resources," right? Wow, 90 degrees, that's crazy. It's supposed to be 70s here in Northwest Oregon. That's hot. You guys get hot super fast. So what growing zone are you, Life? What's Georgia or where you're at? I'm at 8B, which is interesting because a lot of the West Coast areas are 8B. And except my last frost date is so different. Yes, unknown very long. That's why I asked your name, but I didn't mean to intrude your privacy. Oh, very cool. So is there any like um plants that you guys have learned more about so far this year or want to learn more about? It's quiet. I know Teresa, she's driving. I think she's driving and listening. You're 8B, so you're the same as me, but you're going to be 90 and I'm only at 70. So we're just like in our early spring, mid spring here. Yeah. Well, and I raise honeybees, so I try to have a lot of different herbs, not only for like myself, but having them for my bees and stuff like that. I think it's better that they have more options with different types of herbs and flowers and such. Now, I'm growing evening primrose to self heal, so we'll be making more about learning more about that this year. That's cool. Good idea. I know I always try to collect rose hips off of my roses and stuff. It was 90 yesterday, but 77 today, much better. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. It's funny how only like 5 or 10 degrees, you know, makes a huge difference. Mhm. Hi, Joe at Grow Big TV. Did you guys know that Joe at Grow Big TV has some challenges, growing big challenges for a lot of different stuff? Hi, Blue. Welcome in. So, Blue is another great channel, and Mountain Grandma know a lot about different herbs and stuff like that. So, they don't talk a whole lot about them on their channels because we have to be really careful misinformation, you know. So I just recommend that you just start getting books and picking one um, thing and learning more about it. Like um, let's just say calendula. You want to learn about calendula. Learn all you can about calendula and then move on to another one. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you grow it? When does it grow? What can you use it for? What does it look like? All the stuff. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Everybody's saying hello. So, how many of you are growing gardens this year? I think everybody's growing some stuff, whether it's like a big garden or in container gardens. I actually have a tomato plant that I overwintered from last summer in my house. It's huge. It's like probably 3 feet tall, and it's got flowers and it's got little tomatoes already growing inside. So, anyone have recommendation for books for zones 8 through 10 on herbs, or what kind of books are you looking for? Actually, Blue, what zone are you in? I don't know what zone that is. That's what we can do. I mean, it's good. We're here to help each other. Ask questions. That's awesome. Hi, Howie. How are you? Food Forest Permaculture, that's another great channel to check out with knowing a lot about gardening and things like that. Um, Grow Big TV also has Garden State Gardener. I mean, there's like so much information here. And don't get overwhelmed. Just listen to what people teach you and then like pick a subject out of what they talk about and just do more reading on and listening. You can listen to people talk about, you know, get a lot of resources and just fill your mind with information. Let's see. I'm looking to see. Ha! I I typed in my on my phone herbal books for zones 10. Can you see that? The lost book. It's this one. But it's the lost book of home remedies. So there's one that's good. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. I'm looking at them, and a lot of the books that they're showing for zones 10 are books that I already have. So that's kind of cool. Also, like I collect, there was a lady, what was it, a couple years ago, she was gifting a whole box of gardening books, and they were like, mm, probably, like, what is that? Half an inch thick, like a whole huge box for free. And so my idea is to get a farm stand going. Hi, Talus. Welcome in. Yes, Blue is correct. Be very careful with the books, the herbal books, and any books on any topic that you choose. AI is doing versions of them and they're not getting everything correct. I would recommend if there's, like getting older books. Thank you. Yeah, getting older books that have been around for a while. Like if you see a book, and probably most of us already know this, and you open up the first couple of pages, there should be, I'm looking here to see if I can show you an example. Copyright. Let's see if I can get that in there. So, where is it? Right here, copyright date. You want to look for that? And you don't want something that's couldn't find any use. Um, oh my gosh, what is the name of that one? I'll look it up. Um, but anyways, look at the copyright date and just make sure that you get books that are, I don't know, how long has AI been around? Do we really know? Let's see, what am I trying to find? Oh, um, I'm trying to find a resource for books to share with you guys. That's a pretty good site. I've ordered from them before. Thrift Books. I'll type that in here. Check them out. They have a wide variety of books that can be slightly used or used. Um, Go to that site. They have new and used books, and they're usually less. They don't cost as much. So, um, Yeah, there's some, but I mean, you just gotta keep your eye out and keep looking. Yeah, thrift books, and sometimes they're out of stock, but you just keep waiting and they'll notify you when they get them in. Secondhands, I've never heard of that. Thank you. See? We all learn something new. I need to grab a pen. Does anybody else know of any stores? Of course, those big box bookstores are really expensive. It's nice to go in and look, but holy smokes, you know, I don't want to spend a lot of money on my books because I think a lot of people have good intentions with books and then often get sidetracked or busy or whatever it is and don't end up using them because most books I find, like this one, was $1. So I've heard of that too. Blue, is that a good book that has like good pictures and things like that? I love that. Blue is a wealth of knowledge. Who here has a Rumble account? I don't yet. Blue has a Rumble account on Rumble called Blue's Self Reliance. So if you're on there, check that out. It does have pictures. Oh, that's cool. Our little help center runs a thrift store to help unfortunate once a month. All books are free. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, just check those out. You know, this summer, a lot of people will start having sales and stuff like that. And just, whenever hi, Violet, welcome in. Thank you for being here. That's okay. So we started off talking about jellies, and there's so many different flowers that we have growing that we can use to make jellies. Mountain Grandma has a Rumble account. Um, like pomegranate, I was gifted some free pomegranates, and I made jelly. Um, Dandelion petals, sunflower petals, lavender, but make sure you check. Uh-huh. I'm gonna do my lilacs. I'm waiting for I was gonna show you guys, I'll probably do a video on the dandelion and the lilac. I'm waiting for my lilacs to blossom a little bit more. The Dr. Barbara Healing Bible by Michael Johnson is a good one. Okay. Beauty berries around her. Ooh, that sounds really nice. Yeah, what I'm interested in is when my raspberries come in, of making like a raspberry salad dressing. I kind of really like the idea of being able to use a salad dressing for a marinade as well. I've always kind of made my own meat marinades, and so I want to do a raspberry one. And you can collect a lot of leaves as well for things to dry out. Um, Raspberry leaves are one. That's cool. Yeah, but yeah, as many handheld books that you can get. Yeah, I do low sugar, low pectin jellies, and jams too. I'm not diabetic, but I just don't want to just take a bite of sugar. I'd rather taste whatever the fruit or the flower is more. Oh, hey, Tam. Thank you for being here. If you can come back, that'd be great. If not, that's okay. Yes, I'm looking for some good ones. That's awesome. Thank you, Blue. Yeah. Yep. And berries, like here in Northwest Oregon, well, in a lot, maybe not all of Oregon, but most of Oregon and some of Washington, Blackberries grow abundantly, like a lot. So, what would be cool is if I had a freeze dryer, and I'd like to freeze dry the blackberries and then sell them instead of like, how people sell candy, freeze dried candies. I'd rather sell freeze dried berries so the kids can eat the snacks. Yeah, rather taste the fruit. Hmm. Exactly. Excuse me. Yeah, exactly. So, kind of in a sense, the reason okay, so I was gonna do live with you guys, making dandelion jelly, and then I was like, at 3 in the morning, I changed it to Chit Chat because I'm like, I don't want to get up extra early because I would have had to make dandelion petal tea a couple hours before the live and then show you guys how to do it so that you didn't have to wait so long. You know what I mean? Like make two. Anyways, it was too early. Plus, I have to do farm chores in the morning. And so I'm like, I'm cutting my time short. So I'll just do a video so that way you guys don't have to wait. I can cut out the waiting period. I'll explain it, but So I hope you guys are writing down or screenshotting the books. I think can you watch this stuff back on replay, the comments? I'll have to find out because a lot of times when you're watching um, channels, it's nice to be able to look back in case you missed something. But yeah, get some good herb books, garden books, even if they only have like a couple of things in the books that are useful for you, but they are useful. It's good because later on down the road, you may need to look up some of the stuff that's in that book that you never thought you needed to, right? So that I think is your homework for the spring and summer is to get as many hardbound books or books, you know, hardbound, softbound, whatever books as you can find. Don't break yourself. Like I said, a lot of my books I only spend like a dollar or two on. Pretty simple. I'll show you another one. I went to the local library and I got this really thick little um, plant guide book, 50 cents. Oh, okay. The live comments sometimes take 12 to 24 hours after the live goes. Okay. Well, that's good to know. But yeah, this little chubby little book, never been used, 50 cents at the library. Mhm. So can somebody explain to me there's some kind I keep meaning to look but I've been busy. Yeah, thrift stores, estate sales. Look at books at estate sales because a lot of times they have a lot of books. I mean, if you need books on maintenance things for your house, vehicles. Oh, that wasn't very long, Jamie. Welcome back. um, I mean, maybe cleaning products, cooking books, medical books, pet books, different animals, even if you don't have animals. See my first hummingbird. Oh, that's so sweet. I love I so me and my son saved a hummingbird this winter. Um it was like a little baby hummingbird and it froze on my front sidewalk, I guess, and it couldn't move. Like it was barely moving. It was laying on the ground on the cement. And I was like, "Oh my gosh." So my dryer vent happened to be near there. And, so I turned the dryer on, and I just had it going for a couple of hours, and then we had some, light sugar water down by it, and it actually a couple hours later made it. So, I didn't wanna touch it, I didn't wanna bring it inside because I didn't know if, like I don't know if they nest with others and would be rejected or something, you know? So, I decided on a Western omelet without the ham. Ooh, that sounds yummy. So, oh yeah, animals, like, collecting books on animals. Like I said, there could be a couple of things in a book that are useful to you, but maybe not the whole book, but those useful things are, the parts you want. Like I have a book that has pictures of different farm animals and like what you look at when you're purchasing like breeding stock and stuff like that. So, oh yeah, very cool. And then like books on like tapping trees and stuff like that. Like, you know, can you tap trees in your area for, you know, doing stuff like that? If you can't raise honeybees where you live, can you do like a mason bee house? Ollie's have books too. I wish I had an Ollie's. I hear all of you guys talking about that store. Some of the best books on self sufficiency and textbook type books are the Reader's Digest ones. Yeah, I have quite a few Reader's Digest books. It just happens. A lot of gardening books from Reader's Digest. I think like a lot, they're older books. But again, make sure you check on the copyright date. I'm curious about this little planting book with the copyright 1998. I think we're good on that, right? Uh, the computer, they didn't have a whole lot of um, internet stuff going on until, what was it? Like late 90s, mid 90s, late 90s, something like that, I think. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Get your books. Like, make a small list and always keep your eye out. Like, when I go thrift store shopping or garage sale, wherever, I'm always looking for kitchen tools. Yeah, a book about trees, about how to prune your trees and what to fertilize with. I'm disabled and SSI. I can't always eating meat every day, so I go meatless 2 to 3 days a week. My vegetarian taught me how to get my protein through other ways. That's good. That's good. And there's a lot of berries that you can plant too that have a good high protein content. Um, so look that up too. You can grow little different berry. There's like this little like fruit fly something, not fruit fly. I don't know what it is. I ordered the LDS preparedness manual on. That's cool. That's cool. That's a good one to have. And they also have on the LDS site, they have a good list of how many um, jars and things like that that you should store for your family size and stuff like that to go through the year. And I think that's an important thing to know as well. But a lot of people get overwhelmed and just take it one step at a time. Like if you've never a water bath canned, start off with a jam or a jelly and get good at it and get comfortable with it and then do something else like tomato sauce. Same with pressure canning. Just take one thing, watch all the videos, read all the stuff, you know, and maybe have somebody on that's like a phone call away that you can call and say, "Hey, what am I doing?" you know? So there's always people that you can reach out to, and I know a lot of people that are in here. You can email them, and they would be happy to help answer some of your questions if you're just starting to learn how to do something. Yeah, yeah. I started out with freezer jelly. And then I moved on to doing water bath and then tomatoes. And so, yeah, I have a collaboration that I'm going to be in next month on preserving with Mountain Grandma. And last night I'm like, aha, I've got it. I know what I'm going to do. And I think it's good timing. So, and then a lot of people talk about trying to eat um, what's in season, what's growing now in your area or near you. Yes, when I started, I was asking everyone I knew that did it questions and took notes. Yeah, and so, you know, little thing. Um, yes, I know what I'm gonna do, and I think it'll be good, really good for hopefully helping somebody, right? That's kind of my goal is to at least help one person or inspire one person, you know. I lost it. Oh, preserving, like, in season, like, when, things are growing in season, like, right now, dandelions. I'm gonna do what I can, with my dandelions. I have a bunch of them I dried out for using teas or infusing in olive oil, great for your skin. Um, Hi, Brian. Welcome in, everybody. Check out Brian's channel if you haven't. Lake's channel, Grow Big TV, Mountain Grandma, Our Treasure. I mean, y'all, look at all y'all. I'm so excited. Thank you all for being here. So yeah, I know I was gonna make dandelion jelly, and I'm like, oh my lord, it's too early in the morning to go and do all that. Yeah, yeah, I think so too. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Lake, can you explain to me? I think Bushcraft has something I've been hearing and I haven't had time to go look. Some kind of a collaboration or something. I know he has his herbal collaboration that's tied with the Vineyard Chicks. If you guys haven't seen the Vineyard Chicks, um, go check them out. Really sweet girls. They play music, they farm, they do all kinds of great stuff. I'm a stroke survivor with a right side weakness, so no canning for you. Not safe for you either. Yeah, to freeze and hope to dry out. Yep, yeah, dry out whatever you can. You can do that. That's cool. You can do that stuff. Yeah, that works perfectly fine. Like you can dry out tomatoes and I recently did a collaboration where I dried out what was it? Um, what I made? Oh, taco soup in a jar. So I did like all kinds of different onions and garlic and um, different bell peppers and things like that, and put them all in a jar. So that was really cool. POB challenge is showing prepping on a budget. Oh, hmm. I'd have to do some thinking. Prepping on a budget. I'll have to think about that. It'll take me a minute. Uh-huh. You could definitely grow in containers. Yeah, absolutely. If I was a mod, I could drop links. Oh, gee, Jamie, is that a hint? Let me get on my phone. I'm new at this still. Be gentle. Okay, let's see. How's that? Is that better? So at the end of the month on April 30th, I'm having, hi Tamika, welcome in. Um, I lost it again. Boom, right? So on April 30th, and I'll do a video, an announcement, but I'm going to have a celebration for reaching my 500 subscriber goal. What was the other things? Oh, my 1 year is on the 22nd of having my channel, and my birthday's on the 30th. So we're gonna have a little celebration. I have a few people that are donating some um, celebratory items. I don't want to call it the G word. Anyways, um, what else? Yeah, I'll have some things too that I'm gonna be gifting. Yeah, yeah. I'm nervous because I've heard people when they reach their 1 year, if they're not monetized yet, they like take a bunch of your hours away. So hopefully not. So we'll see. But it's like a 3-in-1 type deal. So hopefully that'll be fun um, to get everybody together on that and celebrate that together and stuff like that. See you, Earthlings. Learn just now. Thanks, Andy Tam, for sharing the live link that brought me here. I have a feeling I will learn a lot. Oh, wow. That's cool. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah. Yep. Collect your books. That's your homework. Collect your books. How long? Oh, we've been talking for almost an hour. So, again, if anybody has anything they want to learn more about, if you have questions about anything, check out some of these channels, and even me, I'll do what I can. I don't know everything, but if we're all here trying to help, I mean, worst case scenario, I don't know the answer, but I can tell you a few people that you can reach out to that might have the answer. You know what I mean? I can give you, or they can give you someone who they think would be a good person for you to learn more on. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, J3GS. Thank you for being here. You guys go J3GS, check out his channel too. Um, he's got a lot of great things on his channel. Let me talk about I have a collaboration. Everybody makes pizza at home, right? I hope you have. If you haven't, that's okay. Make pizza at home. My collaboration is Pizza Partay. Pizza, Partaay. So just make a video on how you make your pizza at your home and tag Milk and Honey Heritage Farms in it so I can get you in a playlist and let's see what kind of pizza you make. So I've got that. And then I've also got salad dressing roundup. So a salad dressing that you make at home. I've been trying to do salad dressings that are versatile where you can use them for any types of salads like green salads, potato salads, macaroni salads, or like marinating meats. So join that as well. So that would be cool to see everybody's ideas and things like that. So, J3GS, we were just talking about jellies and different flours. You can look into making jellies and low sugar jellies and things like that. And then we were talking about collecting books, like all kinds of books, looking at your libraries, your garage sales, estate sales, and getting the books on, whatever you want to learn about or you think you might need in the future and having those in your hand. Yeah, definitely. Yep. So Jamie's putting down everybody's channels. So check them out, and everybody's got something to share and different ways of doing things and inspiring others. It's definitely a good thing. And yeah, I just wanted to sit down and do a chit chat and talk about, you know, books and doing things and having a plan, you know, to utilize what's growing right now in your area as best as you can, whether it's canning. Yeah, we gave a couple of resources of different herbal books and different places that you can shop online for um, lower priced books and stuff like that. So after, I think Lake said 12 to 24 hours. Yeah. Yep. resources. Share this information out with anybody you want to share it out with. I mean, that's what we need to do is share what we're learning and help each other as much as we can. So, anybody have any questions for me? It's Thursday. Woo! Happy Thursday, everyone. Mhm. Yep, good books. Yep, books on gardening, books on herbs, cooking. Outdoor cooking is one skill. I mean, what if you lost electricity for a period of time, or you're camping for a longer time than you wanted to? Okay, thank you, thank you. Yeah, yep. Make your pizzas, make your salad dressings, check out everyone's channels, keep going, keep busy. Yep. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you. There's some collaborations going on. Check out Gail's channel at Gail's Southern Living. She has a list of open collaborations. She does an update every Thursday. So if you're wanting to know more about those, she gives the information on Thursdays for those open collaborations. If you have a collaboration that you're doing or you know of, you can send Gail at Gail's Southern Living an email and let her know about those so she can share that out to the community. So, yeah. So I guess that's all I've got for you today. Um, I appreciate you all being here. I hope you have a beautiful day. Keep busy, keep doing the things, keep learning from one another. It's awesome. So, you all have a beautiful day. I'm going to let you go. I don't want to keep you for too long. I know you have things that you need to get done. I've got more bulbs to plant outside. So, always something to do. Oh, you have a question. Okay. What's the dog's name in the picture? Oh, this one. Oh, that's cool. That was Charlie Ann. Can you see that? That picture is made out of coffee. Gal used all different just coffee and made that whole picture from a photograph my daughter had her make. Is that cool? So her name was Charlie Ann, and she got to a point where I had to put her down a few years ago. So she was 14 years old, almost 15. So, yep, that's Charlie Ann. Yep. Yeah, thank you guys all for being here. I hope you learned something. I hope you got something out of this live. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you somewhere on the YouTube streets. Don't forget to share this out. Share all the information in the comments if you want, right? Yeah, that's really cool. It's a really cool picture. Actually, I have some pictures of cows. I'll show you real quick. Um, I hope you can see. I don't know if you can see up there. See the cows? The light's so bright you can't see. But anyways, I have a couple of cow pictures that were made out of coffee too from a picture that are actually my cows. So anyways, that's it. You guys have a great day. Stay busy. Learn something new every day. Oh, there's a link for the thrift books as well. Mhm. Yeah. Thank you guys. I will see you on the next one. Yeah, you saw it? Okay, I couldn't see when I was looking at my computer screen, it was, like, dark. Thank you for being here, and I will see you guys next week, hopefully.